Hey y'all, RJ here. Welcome back to the channel. And today I'll be doing an unboxing and taking a first look at the all new TCL 30XE 5G. Okay, so first things first, I want to give a special thanks to TCL for sending this out for unboxing and reviewing. So before I get actually into the phone, I want to actually give you the specs that this phone offers. Now, this is a T-Mobile device, but I think it's specifically for Metro by T-Mobile. They were awesome and sent a T-Mobile SIM card so I could test out the network and all that kind of cool stuff here with this new TCL. So this TCL, starting off with the processor, it runs the MediaTek Dimensity 700 5G chip, which is very respectable. Okay, I've used it. It's not bad at all. Okay. For the display, we have a 6.52-inch 720 by 1600 resolution display. It is LCD at 90 hertz. So you got a 90 hertz refresh rate here on this phone, which is really nice, with 269 pixels per inch, and it does have a 20 by 9 aspect ratio with Dragon Trail glass. As far as the memory and storage, we have 4 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of onboard storage, and you do have an SD card slot for your pictures and videos and all that kind of cool stuff. The cameras, there are 3. You have a 13 megapixel wide lens with aperture of f2.2. You've got a 2 megapixel depth sensor with aperture of f2.4 and a macro lens at 2 megapixels with aperture of f2.4. It records 1080p at 30 frames per second, which we'll verify that here in the video. And for the selfie camera, we got a 8 megapixel wide angle lens, aperture of f2.0. For the battery, we got a 4500 milliamp hour battery with 18 watt quick charge. And for the LTE and 5G bands, the 4G LTE bands are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 12, 13, 20, 25, 26, 28, 38, 39, 40, 41, 66, and 71. For the 5G bands, band 25, 41, 66, 71, and 77. And this phone comes in one color called Shadow Black. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and we'll pop the top. And right on top here, we do have the phone. We'll pull that out and put it to the side. And we'll see what else we do get here in the box. So in here, we just get your typical books and stuff with your SIM ejection tool and stuff like that. You also got an 18 watt quick charger and USB Type-C charging cable. Okay, so the phone is now in hand. And you might be wondering, why do I have my, thumb covering up the right bottom corner? It's because the IMEI is printed in there, and I don't know why that's a thing now, but I'm keeping that covered up just because I can. Okay, now the right bottom down there, you see TCL. Got your triple camera setup and your flash fingerprint scanner. Here on the right, you do have your power button as well as your volume rocker. On top, yes, you get a headphone jack and a microphone there. On the left, down here in the corner, is your SIM and SD card tray, which I've already entered the SIM card. And on the bottom, you got your microphone, your USB Type-C charging port, and speaker. Let's go ahead and let's give it some power. Right, little vibration there, TCL. So I'll go ahead and get it all set up, and I'll come back when it's finished. Okay, so we're all set up now and ready to go. I've already got some of the settings set up the way I want it set up and everything, so we can kind of go, bypass some of that. But the first thing that I want to hit on right now is this phone's display. It's really nice. 720p, it may seem low resolution, 2022, but honestly, TCL was doing a very good job with their NXTVISION displays. Okay, whether it be 1080, whether it be 720, this is clear. This is solid, and you'll have no problem seeing this display. Now, yes, if you got it tilted, it's going to, of course, wash out a little bit, but honestly, it's not that much of a big deal, because who holds their phone like this anyway when they're doing stuff? So, anyway, swipe up here. Typical stuff here in the app drawer. You got a few stuff installed like Amazon Shopping, McAfee Security. Got your TCL stuff here like your compass, your radio, notes. And it's nice to see an actual native gallery app. that's getting harder and harder to find on phones nowadays. So it's nice to see TCL add in an actual gallery here instead of always having to use Google Photos. So thumbs up for that. Now, of course, you can open up this phone 3 different ways. You can just swipe up to use your PIN, pattern, or password. Use the fingerprint scanner, which I'll touch now, and that is super fast. We'll do it again, and boom, there you go. Right on. It's quick and it's fast. Let's check out Face Unlock by looking at it now. And check that out. Check it out. Ain't even got time for the clock to show up. Okay, it's just that quick. Now we're going to swipe down here. Now you might be saying, look, you got service. You're on T-Mobile and you actually got service with actual T-Mobile service. Well, let's pull the drop down here and AT&T, okay? I'm using their partner coverage right now because T-Mobile is still too select to put coverage in my area. But anyway, got your drop down here. Already got dark mode set up. Got your Wi-Fi, your cellular data, your flashlight, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi calling, Next Vision display, screen recorder, screencast, hotspot, all that kind of good stuff there. So let's go ahead and go to the settings here for just a brief moment, and we'll look around. So we got your this stuff here. Connected devices, got your VPN, your screencast, your printing stuff, Chromebook, Nearby Share, Android Auto, all that good stuff there. Down here, a home and lock screen, got your wallpapers, themes, got home settings here. So you can have a home and drawer screen or just a home screen only. Google Feed, fill empty cells, recent apps, and stuff like that. So scrolling down here, you got lock message and wait stream for notifications and all that kind of good stuff there. Typical stuff that you always see. Next Vision. So you can see right there, off and on, how it's going to look with it off and on. And to be honest with you, keep it on. It looks good. Down here at color mode, you got vivid, natural, and advanced. I keep it on vivid just because it looks good. So anyway, back out of that. Now down here, we'll go down to buttons and gestures. So right now, gesture navigation is set up. But if you want your buttons, you can just press that right there. And you can switch them back and forth. Get your back, home, recents button, stuff like that. So back here at gestures, go back out of here. Now down here at gestures, your finger screenshot. That's always nice to see on these phones. This is simple and easy to do. So thumbs up for that. Back out of here, go down here to Smart Manager. You can go in here and just scan and clean out your some junk or whatever that may be into the phone. Battery here, 4,500 milliamp hour battery. We're going to test that out and see how good that battery is with this Dimensity 700 chip. So yeah, now down here is security. You see you got your screen lock, fingerprint, face unlock, smart lock, remote lock, all that kind of good stuff. Now, you may be asking, what if I want to set up my phone without any kind of protection or any kind of, unlocks or whatever? You can do that. You can bypass all this stuff and have nothing. So yeah, if that's the way you want to use your phone, cool. Now down here at system and about phone, you can see, here's some of the stuff that I've already read off. Android 11, it does already have a software or system update, all that kind of stuff. So we'll see what that is later on when I get done with this video and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. So yeah, going back home here, like I said, now this phone runs the MediaTek Dimensity 700 5G chip, which is a very respectable chip. It runs very well. I've used it on several other devices, and it does perform very, very well. That 90 Hz display, it's going to do very good, I have a feeling. Of course, I don't have much apps on here to really scroll and do stuff like that, but to be honest, it seems to be pretty solid so far. Now here in the camera, just for a little bit, we will just see what we can record in and stuff like that, and some of the features here. This button here will bring up your pro mode, stop motion, slow motion, light trace, super macro mode, all that kind of stuff there. Got your auto, got your video mode here. So let's go up here and see what we can record in. So you can record in 1080p, 720, and 480 at 30 frames per second. EIS stabilization. Now here, if you got an SD card and put it in the phone, you push this to external storage, and your videos and pictures will go to your SD card, saving room in your internal storage. So that's always a nice touch there. Now, but go back here and just look at some of the resolutions here in the camera. You can see right there, 13 megapixel, 10, 9, 8, and it has its different, formats and stuff like that. You have your EIS there as well. Just typical stuff that I've already watermarked. We'll turn that on for right now. for any simple shots that I take. Portrait, panorama, this button right here, you can change actually how blurry it is in the background and all that kind of good stuff there. So yeah, you got your 1 times, 2 times, up to 4 times. So really nice stuff there. So we'll test the camera out and see how good it is and all that kind of good stuff. But my first impression so far, very impressive looking phone here. You know, T-Mobile is selling this phone for $198 retail price, and it's being sold on Metro by T-Mobile for $199.99 retail price. But of course, you can probably get some really good port-in deals and some good deals on contract or whatever on T-Mobile. But honestly, this phone's under $200, and it's a 5G phone. And so far, I'm not seeing any complaints. Okay, to be honest with you. Of course, I will follow up because I don't make this video too awful long, but I do want to just kind of go through some of this stuff with you here. Got the little teardrop notch up here for your front camera. It's getting a little outdated, but you know, it's okay. But the screen looks good. You know, I'm expecting this phone to actually perform very well. Before I get out of here, let me just show you the Geekbench 5 test that I did run. So here we got a single core score of 539 and a multi-core score of 1453, which is going to, you know, make your phone perform fine. Okay, you're going to be able to do your basic stuff, your social media, some gaming. I will of course download some games and test that out as well. But I'm expecting this phone to work very, very well. Okay, you know, TCL is not a brand to sleep on. These here are some really good phones. And I got a lot more to say about it, but this unboxing is getting long enough right now. So I'm going to go ahead and end it off here. So again, thanks to TCL for sending this phone out for unboxing and reviewing. Something informative in any way, hit that like button. Any questions you may have, leave it down below. And if you're new around here, consider subscribing and hitting that bell and pressing on for all notifications that's coming up. And that would be awesome. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.